King Leo's kingdom was a sight to behold. Rolling hills dotted with colourful flowers stretched as far as the eye could see. Sparkling rivers where silverfish lapped crisscrossed the land. The castle, nestled near a shimmering lake, had towers that touched the clouds. King Leo was loved by all. He was kind and gentle, always ready with a smile. His beard, as white as snow, fell to his chest. He had a twinkle in his eye and a laugh that echoed through the halls. The people cheered whenever he rode by on his noble steed. Each day in the kingdom felt like a celebration. Children played happily in the streets, their laughter echoing through the air. Banners of velvet and silk depicting the kingdom's crest fluttered in the breeze. The aroma of freshly baked bread from the bakery near the town square filled the air. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the kingdom, a hush would fall over the land. It was time for King Leo's favourite tradition storytelling in the grand courtyard. People gathered from far and wide, their faces lit by the warm glow of the setting sun. The courtyard, paved with smooth stones, was vast. A fountain, adorned with playful statues of water nymphs and sprites, stood proudly in the centre. Torches lining the courtyard walls flickered to life, casting dancing shadows on the eager faces gathered around. When the king appeared, a cheer would rise from the crowd. He would take his place on his ornate throne, its arms carved into the shapes of roaring lions. The storytelling was a time for magic and wonder, a time when the cares of the day faded away. Tonight, King Leo would boom, his voice echoing through the courtyard. I shall tell you a tale of bravery and friendship. The crowd held their breath, their eyes sparkling with anticipation. Once upon a time, began King Leo, there was a brave knight named Sir Oliver. Sir Oliver was known throughout the land for his courage and his kind heart. He always defended the weak and helped those in need. He rode a magnificent steed named Gallop, whose coat shone like polished silver. One day, a messenger arrived at the castle, his face etched with worry. A fearsome dragon with scales as black as night and eyes that burned like hot coals had made its lair on Mount Cinder. The dragon was terrorizing the countryside, scorching fields with its fiery breath and sending villagers fleeing in terror. Sir Oliver, without a moment's hesitation, vowed to defeat the dragon. Fear not, good messenger, he said, his voice strong and resolute. I shall rid the land of this beast and restore peace to our kingdom. His hand rested on the hilt of his sword, a symbol of his unwavering courage. The king paused, allowing his words to sink in. The crowd was captivated, hanging on his every word. The air was thick with anticipation, the only sound the crackling of the torches and the gentle splash of the fountain. Sir Oliver knew this would be his most dangerous quest, yet King Leo continued, his voice filled with gravity. He prepared himself carefully, donning his strongest armor and sharpening his sword to a razor's edge. He knew he could count on Gallop, his trusted steed, to be by his side. Gallop was no ordinary horse. He was as brave as his master, with a heart as pure as gold. He could outrun the wind and leap over the tallest fences with a single bound. His silver coat shimmered in the sunlight, and his mane flowed like a silver waterfall. Together, Sir Oliver and Gallop set off towards Mount Cinder. Their journey was long and perilous. They travelled through dark forests, where the trees whispered amongst themselves, and across treacherous mountains, where the paths were narrow and steep. Through it all, Sir Oliver never lost sight of his goal, to defeat the dragon and protect his kingdom. He knew that the safety and happiness of his people depended on him. He was determined to succeed, no matter the cost.